Hi, welcome to the next video in part 8. We've got a couple more to go, this one and another one, and then that's it. That's your 10 sounds. So without any further ado, let's just get straight into it. Again, as per usual, start with an empty patch. And in this patch we're going to need an FMO, a comb filter, and the two VCFs. I'll just turn all of those off for the time being. And in the effects, we're going to have a mod effects, an EQ, a reverb, and a delay. We'll just turn all of those off for now. Okay, what are we starting with? Okay, we're starting with the frequency modulation oscillator, and we're going to set it to FM Self Plus, and we'll leave it on mono. Okay, first thing we're going to do is turn up the vibrato. And we'll just adjust the LFO. We'll leave the amp as it is. We'll put the modulation wheel in here and turn that up to about 50 so that you can mess around with that if you so please with the modulation wheel. The rate we are going to put up by, I don't know, 132 sounds okay. And the delay, we'll pop that up to about 40. I bet you can't guess what this is going to be just from that. Okay, let's bring the FM up some then. Yeah, we want it to go into noise. We really do want some meaty noise here, so be careful. Okay, that sounds good. That's what we're after. Okay, a couple other things we need to do. Envelope 1, modulation envelope, amplitude envelope should I say. So, quick attack, decay about 50, quite a long sustain, fall and rise, positive by about 30. So get some movement in there. Okay, and release, we'll get the release up, not that much. Okay, that sounds okay for what I'm after. Right, let's just check the global settings now. We want a little bit of slide, or glide, but we also want the range to be down. We don't want it gliding and sliding too much that it actually goes out of tune. And we'll bring the tuning down, -12, my favourite, the one I always forget. Okay, that's pretty much it. We'll bring in the comb filter now. Okay, as you should remember from when I explained, you need to do certain things to get sound into to come through the comb filter. First thing we're going to do is change it to split dual. And then we're going to put the input up a little bit. Get some sound coming in there. Right, be careful with this next section. We're going to take the feedback right up. Starting to get an idea of what we're looking at yet? Maybe. Bring the dampness up a bit. Okay, now we're going to take the tone right up. We're going to bring the flavour right down. We're going to take the distortion right up. I should have probably done that one at a time. Yeah, the tone does exactly that. It's made it a nice deep tone. The flavour's just kind of rounding that off. Distortion, just a little bit of distortion that's adding just to gritty it up a little bit, give it that kind of stringy kind of feel. Okay, so that's sounding not too bad at the moment. Going to the output section. Now we're going to want some aftertouch in here for the volume, and we'll put it to about there, and we'll leave the width where it is. Put that down a bit. So if you listen to the aftertouch, the aftertouch is definitely working on the volume if you listen to it. Okay, a little bit of modulation now. So we're going to modulate the comb dry parameter, which is this parameter here, with the envelope 2. Yeah, you can hear it coming in there, but we need to change envelope 2 a bit. First thing we're going to do is put it on a V-slope to make it nice and fast. I'm going to turn the velocity right up. Okay, let's put the decay down a bit and bring the sustain right off. Bring the release up a wee bit. Okay, we're starting to get there now. Okay, sounding quite good. Let's just make it a little bit louder. Turn the output up, but bring the master down. The effects will be on there in a second. Okay, let's look at the effects. So mod effects, we're going to leave it on chorus, mix it straight in. Listen to this. As you can hear, that's ruining the sound completely, and that's because of these speed and depth controls. So you take them off and bring the center up. Now it sounds nice. Bring the feedback down a bit. I guess the next one is EQ. Now again, EQ, it's variable, you know. Do whatever you think sounds best. Strange, I've got totally carried away with myself. Can you see I've jumped to the effects before I've even finished making the patch? So as you can see, sometimes you can get caught up and turn into a crazy person. So the patch isn't even finished yet, so I'm just going to take the effects off and we'll go and finish the patch like a good person. Right. That was odd. So let's put VCF2 in, but let's add VCF2 in there. What am I? VCF1 in there, and we'll just add input 1 into there. Okay, so let's bring down the cutoff a bit. Turn up the drive. Careful now, it's getting loud. Turn that effect on. Okay, let's add VCF2. And we'll change this to a band pass setting. Res band, I guess. Starting to give it that really thin, kind of reedy type sound of a violin, if you can call it that. Cut off right down. Key follow right up. Okay, now we can add the effects. Bit of reverb. Not too much. Bring that down. That's enough. And a little bit of delay, but we'll go with W22. See what it sounds like. We'll change, we'll leave that on quarter notes. What about putting this on half notes? Too much. Maybe eighth dot. And quarter dots. See what that sounds like. I like that. Okay, so that's that patch finished. I know I went a bit crazy in the middle of it, but sometimes that happens. You just kind of get sidetracked and start messing around with other stuff, and then something clicks and your brain kind of tells you, wait a minute, what are you doing? So, I think that's pretty much it for this. Yeah, we'll call it, that's it. You could mess around and with the FMOs a little bit more, some of the filters, and really tighten it up, but I like that kind of loose feeling that I've given it. But let's have a listen to it in the track now. Let's see what craziness we've got here. Right, let's have a listen. Well, there you go. So, we've got one more sound to go, which will be in the next video. So, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video.